My journey deep as the abyss, gliding through the waves of the rift, counting mozzarella in the Swiss, hopping something foreign, anchor hanging off the ship. You ain't never been to Houston, you might see me as a myth. That's what I'm talking about. This is Jay Green, Jay's Green Room, Green Room TV, Green Room Media, however you want to call it. And we sitting here now with the one and only, Mr. GT Garza, Houston artist, legend in his own right, everything, man. So I just want to say welcome you to the Green Room. It's an honor and a privilege to be, collaborating with you on some info.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, man. I never interviewed you before, but I'm really into your music, really into what you got going on. And with that being said, I like, the world to know about you. So let's start from the beginning, like, of course, where you from. You just tell me where you from.
Man, I'm originally from the southwest side of town, Fondren West Airport, Palmetto Homes.
Okay.
Grew up there from 1990 to about 2012.
Okay.
Then I moved to the west side, and then around there, I got into hip hop and shit like that.
Okay, definitely. So Southwest.
Yes, sir.
Not exactly A-Leaf, but just more so just deep Southwest.
Yeah, right there, right before Maine.
Sure. Right before Maine. So, what was it like growing up on that side of town? What would you say is unique about that side of town, and how did it make you who you are?
I mean, for me, I really didn't leave my area for a long time. Like I grew up really in my neighborhood. I hung out with just my partners, people that that just was around, in the hood. And then I went to Welch Middle School. That wasn't that far down the street. So everybody from the neighborhood, they went to school there. And I just go there, come back to the crib. So I really went in my teens, until my teens and my later years, that I really got to see like other sides of town, like Westheimer and all that stuff. So
okay,
I was really just in that pocket of town for a long time.
Okay, and that side of town was good to you. Showed you a
lot.
Yeah,
definitely, man. It definitely made me who I am today, man. It introduced me to a lot of people, that I still talk to today. It showed me a lot of things. I got into a little bit of trouble over there, but I also did a lot of good shit over there.
That's real. Yeah, man, definitely, man. A lot of times, like I cover the news also. A lot of times when I'm on that type of stuff, lately I'm seeing a lot of the crimes on the Southwest. They're usually like the same type of stuff. Was it like that when you was coming up?
Definitely,
Yeah.
I think every side of town got their issues here and there, but for the most part, it was cool for me, man. We just, we was kids then, so we really wasn't even thinking about consequences and all that. We were just getting busy, hanging.
Okay, for sure, man, for sure. All right, so, you from the Southwest, so just on some Houston love shit, what would you say is your favorite part of town outside the Southwest?
Outside the Southwest?
Yeah.
I would say I like the west side of town because, they started to grow and build a lot of new shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's one section on the north side that it's actually a place. It's like my partner's crib that when I got into hip hop and started doing music, this place actually, it was his mom's house. This is the first place that I set up shop and got my rapping shit started.
Okay.
And was like pumping out like bootleg mixtapes and shit like that. So
yeah, I
always go back there and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's probably one of my favorite places.
So it has like kind of like a special meaning to you.
Yeah.
You said you kind of grew up in your own area, so that's like the first place you really expanded.
Definitely.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, man, I feel like that's what Houston's all about. Like, for a lot of people who not from Houston, they don't know. Like each side of town is almost like its own city, But the whole Houston outlook is really like, to me, about growth, and a lot of rappers talk about grinding and the hustle and how we come up. So it's like, I feel like that's what Houston's about, the expansion.
And for me coming up, like, I never really left my neighborhood or anything. Like I didn't know Westheimer ended at Fondren until I went to high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was because I went to a high school on the west side.
Okay, yeah.
So it was just like, damn, seeing the world, you know what I'm saying, seeing how big it is.
Yeah, man, especially down here, man, you get that perspective. So around what age would you say you started rapping? You said you had a friend or you went on the west side. Around what age was it?
I want to say probably about maybe like 6th grade, 6th, 7th grade.
Okay.
I first got introduced to hip hop, but just music in general. You know what I'm saying? and then I would ride the school bus, and then coming back on the school bus, I would see a bunch of my partners and then beatbox on the back of the bus.
Of course, yeah.
And that shit just, for me, never seeing it in person, it was something new to me, something intriguing, something I was like, damn, what is this? You know what I'm saying? You creating something for free out of your mind and will, and everybody's like, oh shit, they going off back there.
Yeah.
So, I had friends that did it, and then when we went to high school, we kind of split up.
Of course.
And, I never told nobody that, on them walks home that I would like rap to myself and did none of that. And one of the guys that I had learned from, and he had passed away, and I never got a chance to tell him that. But later on in life, around 2013, 2014, when I had grown up, I ended up telling his father.
Okay.
So, it came around full circle, and I let him know that, his son was one of my inspirations for coming up.
That's dope.
But definitely that, it was one of the key moments of just, me finding a way to vent and use it as, I guess, like a therapy.
Yeah, for sure. I hear a lot of that from a lot of artists, man. Definitely, like, it's therapy.
For sure.
Yeah, so would you say that's kind of like, because you kind of explained it, kind of how you used to rap to yourself, kind of like an introverted way of expressing yourself. You say you keep that style with you now. You think your raps are more personal, more introvert. You still, even though you're sharing it with the masses and your fan base is growing, do you still use it as like an introverted kind of therapy for yourself?
Definitely, yeah. I think music really saved my life for the fact that I just could have went 1,000 different ways, and that's what made me stay home and want to work on my craft and work on my pen and pad game and try to be the best or just create the best, and not even knowing that it was gonna lead me into this position. Like, it wasn't about being on TV, being on the radio. It was just like I couldn't stop. Everybody grew up and they want to hoop, they want to play football and shit, and that shit was just something that I just wanted to go home and do every day. I didn't want to do nothing else.
Man, I understand. I love the music the same way.
And then it just became a passion to the point where if you weren't doing music, then I just wasn't hanging with you. I was just only hanging with the people that were doing music.
Yeah.
So, I guess around like 15, 16, I started really taking it seriously.